lifted it up with my arm. I guess I pushed it. My arm too. It was too heavy, eh?
What happened here?
Oh, I fell down.
Like I never known. I'm breathing deeper than I've ever. Somebody love somebody like you.
No, keep walking. What are you doing?
Acting as our head judge this year, who is in charge of all of the special.
If we went to the end of where the marina is.
I was trying to get like a cool moment of us looking at the sunset, and here you are, screaming away.
I don't know, some kid was unsupervised and some fell.
Really? Is he okay?
Barely. Somebody had to jump.
Oh, you some, you know just what we want. I wanna wake up with you in my
You have to go out there again.
Hell no. Yum 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 yum.
Good luck, everybody. Your first number. I think it's bad because I called it a dud. First number's a dud. It's under the N32.
Hi. Hi. Mom. Dad. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's like really loud music on the water. I'm in a kayak. And it is so nice. And I've been really happy being home. Really happy. There's been, I don't know, just like a lot of feelings being with family again and seeing, I don't know, just a lot of reasons why I didn't want to come home, and then all the reasons why I did, and working with the kids in the community. I don't know, it's just a place where there's a lot of love to be shared. And I've been really grateful to love people and to receive love. And I miss my life and friends back in BC, but I've also really loved just like time home too. Yeah. So this is part of my territory. We have a bridge that goes to the Canadian side and to the American side, and then I got checked for a random car check So little things daily remind me how. Hi. So as I was saying, this is the customs, and then part of being home is that like we have to check in through the border, and it's really awkward and frustrating sometimes because like I have family on the Canadian side and the American side, and so whenever I have to visit, or not have to, when I want to visit my family, there's like this extra toll. And then even with my job, I have team members who live on the state side, and so they have to come through customs every time they come to work, and their experience, like they're young college people, and what I get to hear their experiences, like they feel like they're being interrogated. They feel like it's so frustrating because they do this consistently, and they still feel like it's not their home because there's customs that say you don't belong here, and that we have to make sure that you're safe to come into this country, yet their family and their roots are here. So this is just one part of the dynamics of coming home and realizing what it's like to live on a reserve, like on the border. So they were really nice, the guys who had to like check my car, and it's not their fault. Like I had the first just worker, he's from India, and so I asked him like, were you born in Canada? And he's like, no, I'm from India. And I was like, yeah, I'm like the North American Indian. And you know, like some people have like a lot of compassion, understanding that like it's not their fault for doing their job. Like I totally get that. It just sucks to have a system where people have like you can't change a system that's been like the way it is for like years, right? And so we have indigenous people being upset, we have like immigrants being upset, and then sometimes we even have like, well, I was gonna say like Canadians who just like are used to it, who are kind of privileged with like the way it is, like it doesn't really bother them because it doesn't change or affect them, right? But it's other people. And yeah, I think our world is wanting to come to a place where there's equality for all, justice for all. And so even though someone might come from a place of privilege of like, oh, this doesn't really bother me much, they should start to understand that my neighbors, my friends, the people in my community, this hurts them, so it should hurt me too. Those are just my thoughts. This is the kind of parking lot on the church I'm gonna check out today. Let's see how it is. So this is the third weekend that I've been in Ontario, and it's the first weekend that I've been in Cornwall because the past two I've been helping my parents pack up their home in Ottawa because now we're all moving to Cornwall and Akwesasne. So I went to the Mohawk Assembly of God church today, excuse me, and I thought I would vlog and tell you how I felt about it while I wait in customs, because that's the thing I have to do all the time, and it's so annoying. And I mentioned it earlier in the video, but this is like something that is like daily. So like when I was in BC, I was like thinking of life of like, oh, colonization has affected like my people in this way, and like, you know, like we see like evidence of it like in life. But being in Akwesasne, like it is every day a reminder, because there's like an invisible border between Canada and the States that says these are two different countries, yet my people have been here. Sorry, I'm kind of ranting. I'm just like frustrating because this line is hella long, and this is not a good system. This is not a good way for like, it's not a good way. Anywho, back to like a review of what church was like today. It was kind of what I anticipated. Like I didn't expect there to be like a full room of like young people and all these. I didn't expect a big room of like, let's praise Jesus, because like the history of Canada, you know, like there's a lot of tension. And I was right in the sense that when I got there, it was like a couple elders, like one or two like families, and like these kids like go downstairs, and like the pastor is like, there's a good heart, but she's white. So I'm gonna just say that. And like, you know, there's missionaries that go everywhere. I just was like hopeful that like it being like a Mohawk church, that there would be a Mohawk like elder. And there's nothing wrong with that. It was just what I wanted to see, and I didn't. Anywho, the service was pretty good. It's like, she was old and she was white, and like that generation, they talk a certain way. So in my head, I'm like, okay, stay awake. This is a good message, but I'm getting tired. And then it was all really good. They talked about grace and baptism and like this endless love. And I was like, that's so true. But after, there's like an opportunity where she was saying, who wants prayer? And then she like went to like people and said, we're gonna bless you, we're gonna pray for you. And then I thought, I don't really need prayer right now. I'm feeling pretty good. But I would love to pray for like the family members in that church and for like the community. I was like, oh, like we should always be like wishing good for like our people. So then I was like, can I pray for everybody? And then she's like, yeah. And I was like, actually, can I sing a song? Songs are like more like my prayer instead of like words that I make up. And so then I went up there and like they all were like looking at me like, oh, a young person. And I was like, and then I got emotional and I cried. You know, if anyone knows me, you know that I get emotional. And I just was very like hopeful and like, I don't know, there's so many things that ran through my head. But as I like looked at these elders, I basically said like, I don't know you and you don't know me, but everybody has like a story and things that we struggle through, and like church and Jesus has been a place of hope and like rest for me. And like I can cry because I know that church is a place where I'm meant to cry. So don't mind my tears while I sing this song. And I sang Reckless Love, or I tried to, and Reckless Love basically talks about like this love that is so endless regardless of our choices and where we end up. Like there's always going to be someone that we can go back to, which is God. And that's kind of like how I like think of my faith and stuff. Anywho, after my little spiel and like prayer, I was like, I want to pray for your families and for you to continue like giving hope and saying that there is like someone higher than us that like loves us, because we're not perfect, and as much as we can love each other, we can also hurt each other. So that's what Jesus means to me, is like he's always going to be someone who loves me regardless of what I choose or go. And then I went back to my pew and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't even know these people, should I even go back? And then church ended and like there's like 3 of them who came up to me. He's like, can I give you a hug? And I was like, absolutely. And it was really sweet and really like lame, but not lame. Like it was lame in the sense there's not like the hype that I'm used to in my own church, but it was sweet and like they're there because they want to be, and like that's who should go to church, is when you want to be there. Yeah, I'm definitely ranting now, but it was a very interesting time for me, and even though I called it lame, I actually really did enjoy it. So I'll probably go back this year to that Mohawk church, and if I just like build relationship with these elders, and that's pretty cool too. I just miss talking about Jesus, so I guess I'm talking about Jesus now and you're hearing about it. But yeah, that being said, on top of all of this church stuff, like I've been to 2 sweats, and oh my gosh, it is so beautiful and cool, and like learning like just culture and like life. Like God created this, like culture is so beautiful, and I've been really, I guess like, what's the word, like renewed or like lifted up. I like whenever I do stuff like that, I just feel like a life is life is being poured into me. Like this is good. This is what I meant to be doing, and it's been really beautiful, and I can't wait to continue learning more about my culture and my language. And like I really want to participate in like our reserve has this big powwow in September, so that's what I'm hoping to do. So it's kind of like this is definitely vloggy where you get to hear my words. But yeah, now you guys kind of know what's up. There's cool clips. I love my job. I love kids. They're all so cute, and yeah, I've been really content and good. Haven't made a lot of friends. I'm gonna be honest. Cornwall is small. You're either like really old and retired, or like you have a young family. There's not a lot of young people in between. So, but I'm okay with that. Just think of me, friends in BC. I miss you. I wish I was there. I'm hoping I'm getting a little brown. There's like every day I'm in the sun, and it is exhausting. But last 2 weeks of August I have off, I think, so I'm planning to make a trip out there. Please message me if you want to see me. I would love to see you. And yeah, I'll do another update later, I guess. Bye.